Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how the Signum.AI platform works. First of all, you need to register or log in. Next, you enter your personal account, where the first thing you see is the Trends tab. This tab has two sections. The first section is the trend database, which features a list of cards for various trends. I would like to remind you that we collect these trends from a vast array of different sources, including job boards, social networks, niche forums, blogs, and so on. We identify which topics are currently growing the most, what people are talking about, what they are writing about, and where there are the most hosts. Our email collects them on such topics, and we publish them in our database. Within this database, we add about 15-20 new trends each week, so you can always find the latest ideas and trends here. That's basically how it works. To view the details, you can click on one of the trends and go to the page with a detailed description of the trend, where we provide proofs, meaning you can see what this trend represents. It is often applied to certain companies that correspond to this trend, and it is essential to have a format for how to use this. We provide some tips on how this trend can be utilized in various business ideas. The second group is the tab with reports. Here we publish what are called market snapshots, that is, roughly speaking, new trends that we have captured over the course of the week. We compile a report from them, adding 3 new trends each time. This report is sent to all our users via email every week. Typically, the newsletter is sent out once a week on Tuesdays. Accordingly, each report contains 3 trends, which include the same information. This is an overview of what the trend is, and a blog on how to use it. Accordingly, there is more to say about the trend database. Firstly, it allows users to search by individual markets. In other words, you can roughly select the human resource market and find trends that specifically correspond to human resource. You can also search by individual keywords. For example, I don't know, work. And if there is a match for this keyword either in the title or in the description of this trend, it will appear in your search accordingly. The second tab that I would like to talk about is the tracking tab. Here you can track your target persons and target companies. It works quite simply. All you need to do is gather your prospects into a CSV file. It is important that this file contains 2 key things. The first is the LinkedIn profile of the target person you want to track, and this is the website of your target company that you want to track. At this step, you need to choose which triggers you want to track. For example, if we selected the trigger keywords mention, you just need to add the keywords here, click apply, and in the next step, simply set the name of the list and directly upload your CSV file with prospects. There is also a template that you can use in case you don't know how to fill it out correctly. So, accordingly, we click Next. Here, be sure to review the field matching in your document to what we have. In other words, you need to perform the matching, roughly speaking, indicating where the company name is, where the website is, where the first name of the target person is, the last name, the title, and so on. But again, I will reiterate, it is important to match the 2 main elements, which are personal LinkedIn URLs and company websites. Next, click Confirm. Here you can see how many prospects for tracking you have added, and then click Create New List. That's it. Our list has been created. You can pay attention to this switch, which is in the on position. This indicates that tracking has started and everything is fine. Accordingly, you can view the details. In this case, we uploaded only one target company as an example, and in that target company there is, accordingly, only one target person that we added. With all the data that has also been uploaded, accordingly, you can also delve further into the details of the target person's page and see how everything looks inside. What should you pay attention to? First of all, you can edit your list here, meaning you can add new prospects within the same list. you can edit the list of triggers that you want to track and make any changes, including making modifications within a single prospect. This means that if you have added an unnecessary prospect, you can simply delete it, thereby reducing the number of contacts you want to track. Next, what else is here? There is a filter. Accordingly, once a week at the moment, we perform a complete update of all activities related to the target companies and target individuals that you have added. Accordingly, if we detect any trigger, we usually output all triggers once a week. Accordingly, you have another filter that you can use to sort the list of companies and individuals by separately triggered triggers. Now I will show you an example of how this works. So I want to show one of the examples of how triggers work and how our users see these events. In this case, you can see the prospect list that was added earlier for tracking, and here we have discovered 24 new triggers. Now, let's move on to the triggers page. Here, let us carefully and thoroughly observe the various individual companies that have had certain specific signals triggered with specific prospects. In this case, it can be seen that the signal for mentioning trigger-seeking keywords has been triggered. I would like to remind you that you can apply a search for a specific signal in the filter here. In this case, we are presented again with a list of companies where a trigger has been activated. We can proceed to the page of this person, and here to see a list of specific triggers that you might encounter. In this case, if a trigger is activated, you can see a new badge, and accordingly expand this trigger to view the specific details of what was triggered. In this case, the hiring trigger was activated. For the post on LinkedIn, the trigger-seeking keyword was triggered in this post, and you can view all the details at the moment we catch a new trigger with person job change. The same will apply for person position change. You will see the specific trigger that was activated, and accordingly, you will see what is being referenced, such as a link to a job vacancy, a link to the post, or something else. Basically, that's all I wanted to show you. Good luck to everyone, and I hope our tool will be useful for you.